Last Christmas, my family and I decided to embark on a thrilling escapade by venturing into the tranquil forests for a camping and barbecuing adventure. Our group, consisting of myself, my two sisters, and our parents, meticulously planned every aspect of our expedition the day before, ensuring that we found the perfect spot to set up our camp. The enchanting forests were just a short drive away from our cozy home, making it an ideal getaway. With excitement brimming in our hearts, we eagerly prepared for our journey. My father, an ardent fishing enthusiast, made sure his fishing gear was in top-notch condition, ready to be put to use. On the joyous Christmas day, before setting off, we attended a heartfelt church service to offer our prayers, and extended a warm invitation to our friendly neighbors to join us for a delightful lunch. Meanwhile, my mother showcased her culinary skills by preparing a mouth-watering feast, complete with delectable dishes and scrumptious cookies, ensuring that our Christmas lunch would be etched in our memories forever. As the morning of our adventure arrived, we rose early, filled with anticipation and bubbling excitement. The car was packed to the brim with all the necessary camping gear, tents, sleeping bags, and cooking utensils, ensuring that we were well prepared for our forest expedition. As we embarked on our journey, the air was filled with laughter and lively conversations, accompanied by our favorite Christmas carols. The drive to the forest was a visual treat, with snow-covered mountains and majestic pine trees adorning the landscape. The winter scenery seemed to come alive under the warm embrace of the sun, creating a truly enchanting and magical atmosphere. The opportunity to spend this special day surrounded by the beauty of nature filled us with an overwhelming sense of gratitude. When we finally arrived at our destination, the tranquility of the forest greeted us warmly. The air was invigorating and pure, and the only sounds that broke the silence were the occasional melodies of chirping birds. We discovered the perfect spot to set up our camp, a serene clearing near a sparkling river. The gentle sound of the flowing water was incredibly soothing, and we knew it would create an idyllic backdrop for our Christmas celebration. With the assistance of my father, we swiftly arranged our tents and organized our camping area. The fire pit was meticulously constructed, eagerly awaiting the moment when it would be ignited for our barbecue later in the day. While my sisters and I gathered firewood, our parents busied themselves with preparing the fishing gear. The excitement in my father's eyes was palpable, as he envisioned the possibility of catching a magnificent fish to enhance our Christmas feast. After a brief hike through the forest, we stumbled upon a picturesque spot to cast our fishing lines. The river teemed with life, and our anticipation grew as we eagerly awaited our first catch. As we patiently waited for a nibble, we marveled at the breathtaking beauty that surrounded us. Majestic trees stood tall and proud, their branches adorned with shimmering icicles, creating a truly enchanting scene. The glistening, snow-covered landscape resembled a magical realm, as if it were adorned with countless diamonds, transforming it into a breathtaking winter wonderland. Once the fish was skillfully caught, my father's expertise came into play as he meticulously prepared it for our eagerly anticipated barbecue. With utmost care, he cleansed and marinates the fish, infusing it with a medley of secret spices passed down through generations. The tantalizing aroma of the cooking fish wafted through the air, igniting our appetites and filling us with anticipation for the forthcoming feast. While we patiently awaited the food to be cooked to perfection, we gathered around a crackling campfire, its warm glow casting a cozy ambiance. As the flames danced, my father regaled us with captivating stories, and we indulged in the simple pleasure of roasting marshmallows for a delectable dessert. It was an idyllic and uncomplicated way to conclude the day's adventures. As the night sky gradually enveloped us, we settled down to savor the fruits of our labor, relishing in the mouth-watering meal before us. The fish, cooked to absolute perfection, boasted a delicate flakiness and an explosion of flavors that danced up on our palates. The chicken, tender and succulent, was a testament to my father's culinary prowess, while the hot dogs, with their crispy exteriors and tender interiors, provided a delightful contrast. With each bite, we not only nourished our bodies but also nourished our familial bonds, engaging in lively conversations and sharing tales of our day's escapades. The sheer joy of being surrounded by nature's embrace and partaking in a lovingly prepared home-cooked meal with my cherished family was an unparalleled sensation, filling our hearts with contentment and gratitude. As the evening drew to a close, we tidied up our campsite and prepared ourselves for a night under the starry sky, serenaded by the soothing symphony of nature's lullaby. As we settled down for the night, the crackling fire slowly dwindled, casting a warm glow over our tired bodies. We welcomed the embrace of sleep, feeling content and at peace. However, our tranquility was abruptly shattered by a series of strange occurrences that defied explanation. The tents trembled violently, as if shaken by an invisible force, while the campfire inexplicably extinguished and reignited on its own accord. Objects around us began to move of their own volition, defying the laws of physics. The once serene forest, with its nocturnal symphony of sounds, transformed into a chilling realm of whispers and eerie wails that echoed through the dense trees. Despite the unsettling events, my parents dismissed them as mere figments of my sister's overactive imagination. However, I couldn't shake the feeling that something malevolent lurked in the shadows, something far more sinister than a child's vivid imagination. Night after night, the darkness grew deeper, and the presence of ethereal specters became more pronounced. I found myself face to face with a spectral figure, a pale girl draped in a flowing white gown. Bathed in the soft glow of the moonlight, her ethereal form seemed to radiate an otherworldly energy. Her eyes, empty and filled with a profound sadness, bore into my very soul, leaving me with an unshakable sense of unease. Meanwhile, my sister, who had always been sensitive to the supernatural, shared her own unsettling experiences. She spoke of hearing the laughter of children echoing through the darkness, a sound that should have brought comfort, but instead deepened our unease. In the absence of any other campers, the laughter seemed out of place, almost haunting. And then, she claimed to have caught a glimpse of a young girl, her face aglow with an otherworldly light, before she vanished into thin air, leaving behind a sense of mystery and bewilderment. These inexplicable encounters left us questioning our own sanity, as the line between reality and the supernatural blurred before our very eyes. To compound our distress, we were plagued by episodes of sleep paralysis, a terrifying phenomenon that rendered us immobile and vulnerable. Each night, we would awaken to find ourselves trapped in our own bodies, unable to move or utter a single word, while an oppressive weight pressed down upon our chests, suffocating us with fear and helplessness. The silence inside the tent was suffocating, so heavy that it felt like it could crush us. The only sound that pierced through the stillness was the thunderous pounding of our own hearts, a constant reminder of our fear. It was as if an ominous presence lurked in the shadows, relishing in our vulnerability. With each passing night, our anxiety and exhaustion grew, consuming the once cheerful atmosphere of our family camping trip. It became unbearable, a constant state of dread that weighed us down. And then, in the midst of our turmoil, my father, the rock of our family, made the difficult decision to end our trip prematurely. We knew deep down that it was the right choice, that our safety and sanity depended on escaping this haunted place. As we hurriedly packed our belongings, I stumbled upon an old photograph hidden beneath a tree near our campsite. It depicted a family eerily similar to ours, taken in the exact same spot we had set up camp. But there was something unsettling about it. The face of an additional little girl had been scratched out, leaving behind a haunting mystery. As we hurriedly departed from the vicinity and returned to our humble abode, a chill ran down my spine, leaving me with an unsettling feeling. However, it wasn't until several years later, when I stumbled upon a forgotten newspaper article, that the truth behind our eerie encounter began to unravel. The headline screamed of a heart-wrenching tragedy, recounting the devastating tale of a family torn apart by the merciless hands of Fat. The youngest daughter, a vibrant and innocent soul, had met her untimely demise in the very waters that bordered our camp seat. The details described in the article were hauntingly vivid. A sunny day turned ominous as she slipped beneath the surface, her desperate pleas for help echoing through the air. The family's anguish was palpable, their lives forever shattered by the void left in the absence of their beloved child. However, What struck me the most was the unsettling fact that her lifeless body had never been recovered. The murky depths of the lake had swallowed her whole, leaving her spirit trapped in a perpetual state of longing. It was rumored that she wandered the surrounding woods, her ethereal presence forever searching for her grieving family. Locals whispered tales of hearing her mournful cries piercing through the silence of the night, catching glimpses of her ghostly figure amidst the enigmatic moonlit mist. As I ventured deeper into the chilling history of our campsite, a newfound understanding washed over me, shedding light on the inexplicable events that had unfolded during our expedition. The mysterious rustling of leaves, the haunting whispers carried by the wind, and the unsettling sensation of being watched were no longer mere coincidences. It became clear that we were not alone in those woods. A spectral presence, the restless spirit of a young girl who had met a tragic end, was observing our every move. The once serene campsite now exuded an unsettling aura, as if the very trees whispered tales of sorrow and despair. Every snap of a twig sent shivers down our spines, and the dancing shadows seemed to possess an otherworldly energy. Sleep became a distant dream, as the ghostly presence grew stronger with each passing night. We could almost feel her presence, her yearning for connection, as if she sought solace in our presence. Reflecting on that fateful camping trip, I am reminded of the delicate nature of our existence. The boundary between the living and the dead is often blurred, and darkness can seize hold in the most unexpected of places. Despite the terrifying encounter, I still hold dear the memories of that camping trip with my family. It was a valuable lesson in respecting and appreciating our surroundings, as well as embracing the enchanting wonders of nature. Although we may not revisit that exact location, it will forever remain a cherished place in our hearts, symbolizing an unforgettable family escapade. So, always be prepared for an adventure when embarking on a camping trip, as you never know what surprises lie ahead. But above all, treasure the moments spent with your loved ones and create everlasting memories that will endure a lifetime. In conclusion, camping trips can be filled with excitement and happiness, but they can also expose us to the unknown and challenge our senses. It is crucial to trust our instincts and not dismiss peculiar occurrences as mere coincidences. Whether it involves ghosts, spirits, or other supernatural entities, they are undeniably intertwined with our world, and we must always remain conscious of their presence. So, don't let fear hinder your exploration of nature's wonders, for it is within the unfamiliar that we truly discover ourselves and our place in this vast and enigmatic universe. Allow the campfire to guide you as you embrace all that nature has to offer, and don't be surprised if you encounter some spectral visitors along the way. Keep an open mind and be attuned to the supernatural. Let nature be your mentor, leading you through the splendor and enigma of our world. So, venture forth, explore, and embrace all that nature has in store. Who knows? You might even unravel some secrets and mysteries that are yet to be unraveled in the great outdoors. Just remember to trust your instincts and never underestimate the enigmas of the unknown. Sending warm and heartfelt greetings for the holiday season. May your Christmas be filled with joy, love, and laughter. May you find peace and happiness in the company of your loved ones. And may the spirit of Christmas bring you hope and blessings for the coming year. Wishing you a merry and magical Christmas. We appreciate your viewership and hope you enjoyed today's video. To stay updated with similar content, we encourage you to subscribe and activate the notification bell. If you have any personal experiences related to the video, we would love to hear from you. Join us on this thrilling journey as we delve into the world of horror stories.